Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So today I'm gonna be ranting about No Man's Sky and why I believe it's quite, well, it's not as good as it should be. Like, I'm gonna give some points about why it's good and why it's bad. Mainly why it's bad. Granted, I have put over 100 hours into this game and I have thoroughly enjoyed it, but the game has been so overhyped I can't really. Alas, it was promised so much, but hopefully in future updates it shall. I've got some gameplay in the background of this game, and I'll be talking over it, so enjoy the gameplay as I have a quick rant about why No Man's Sky promised too much, but not exactly what it could deliver. The game promised a bit too much. That's the only thing I have an issue with. The game just really didn't feel like it could have been all complete. They promised so much things. Sean Murray promised multiplayer. He promised a more cooperative game with other people. Granted, there is a possibility of you running into people, but there have been rumours that there's hundreds of thousands of different servers, all with hundreds of people inside. Which really does annoy me, because I've got plenty of friends who bought the game for the sole reason to play, but alas, we cannot. The upsides to this game, though, is they have delivered a huge, almost infinite experience, with planets all in their own way different, with creatures and trees to different planets which all have their own little twists. I recently was playing the game and I found an ice planet which somehow burnt me. I'm not aware how this worked. And also small little things like, you know, space anomalies and wormholes. Things that can give a twist to the game. The thing I'm disappointed about, though, is when you hit the centre of the universe. The end game, as we like to call it. You get teleported to a whole new universe. And I'm not really in the mood for that. I was expecting maybe a planet that which other people can all meet on, like a social hub. But we cannot, apparently. The only issue is, I've run into a few similarities. I've had similar planets which look similar in many ways, and after you've explored it for at least an hour or two, everything looks similar. All the space stations, granted they may be different shapes, are all the same interiors. All planets have all the same buildings upon. Granted, you can always find the odd construct or some form of ruin, but alas, you cannot find anything different. Which I think really gives it a downside to the game, but like, you can't expect too much for a game this big. What also annoys me is that the NPCs are all the same. I've run into at least the same alien on the same planets over and over again. And warping into planets all feels just a bit mundane now. Yes, it's fun to explore, but can I have fun doing it? Not really. Battles are interesting and probably the most fun part about the game. Spawning in and getting the off chance to be attacked is something quite different. But I am looking forward to what if they can bring out anything more interesting about the game. What also annoys me ever so slightly is one stray shot can annoy a ship. Let's say I'm in a battle above a space station. I'm shooting an enemy, but one stray shot may hit the target, but another may just hit the space station, sending everything into a frenzy, which kills me. Now, I don't really like dying in these games. It ruins the whole aspect of survive, knowing there is just respawns. And they haven't made the game as challenging as it could be. overall this quick rant conveys my issues with the game. Granted, it is still a spectacular and beautiful game, huge in every aspect, but alas, it's just not the game we were all expecting. It's been overhyped beyond comprehension. Ooh. And alas, well, at the end of the day, it's a game with limited things to do.